Earlier this morning, Kevin Rudd gave his apology speech. Australia says sorry to millions of Australians right round the country. It was broadcast live on national television. Millions and millions of people tuned in for it. Kevin Rudd delivered a professional, sincere and polished speech. It left us all feeling strongly emotional, a feeling that reconciliation could really happen, that we should all move forward from this point onwards. It should have been left at that. When Brendan Nelson got up and gave his reply to the nation, I'm sure that millions of Australians, like myself, were thinking, where the hell is this going? Brendan Nelson's speech was full of mismatched political data which meant nothing and did nothing, save to spoil the entire flavour of the day. It was reported on Channel 9 News that many of those Aboriginal people gathered on the lawn of Parliament House turned their backs while Brendan Nelson gave his speech, and I don't blame them. Brendan Nelson's speech was nothing more than a political point-scoring stunt to keep those followers in his own party on side who believed that reconciliation, that a sorry speech, was not necessary. Well, I say this to Mr. Nelson and all those people in his party who supported his actions and his speech that he gave this morning. Shame, shame, shame. And I say this to the Australian people, both Indigenous and non-Indigenous. Let us not let this moment spoil the day. Let us remember that the Rudd government is in power because Australia voted them in. Indigenous and non-Indigenous people alike voted the Rudd government into power. It's the Rudd government who put the wheels in motion so that sorry could be said to the Indigenous people of Australia today. It's the Rudd government who sincerely wanted that apology to get across. It's the Rudd government who sincerely wants Australia to move forward and reconciliation to happen. And that's why the Liberals are not in power. And I say this to Mr. Rudd and his Labor government. Congratulations to you, sir, for the first act of your new Parliament for 2008. Sorry. We are deeply, deeply sorry to the Aboriginal people, the Indigenous people of this country, who have been here for more than 60,000 years. From this point onwards, we should remember the emotion that Mr. Rudd's speech brought forward to the country. Remember how it made you feel, and remember that from that speech, that heartfelt message, on behalf of all non-Indigenous Australians, that we should be able to reconcile and move forward as one people and one country. I'm not Alan Jones.